All right, welcome back, everybody. Sarcasm Speaks, Jared Bob coming at you. It's the Wednesday before the Masters. So I guess depending on how this episode goes, we'll make the decision on if we're just going to release this tonight or if we just keep it on schedule for Thursday morning. If we give a lot of predictions for the show, even for gambling purposes, I guess we could probably benefit from just releasing it today. But before we get into that and spend like a million hours on the Masters, a couple things I want to touch on first. First thing is we got some bad news yesterday. In, I guess, not just the Boston area. It's going to hit the Boston area a little bit harder. But Tommy Heinsohn died yesterday. Former coach of the Boston Celtics, former broadcaster of the Celtics, former player. I think they said it perfectly on the radio. Nobody embodied the Celtics. Nobody embodied a team more like Tommy Heinsohn embodied the Celtics in all of sports and all of history. He played for the team, he coached for the team, he broadcast for the team. He's been with the team since what, the 50s?
He has involvement.
60s?
And to take it before you will with broadcasting, he has involvement with all 17 championships.
Yes. Wow. That is insane. So he was 86 years old. There have been nothing but nice things. Obviously, I never met him. But all over the news, all over Twitter, all over the radio, there have been nothing but nice things said about him. And one of the people called in to the Sports Hub yesterday, and I think it hit them pretty good when he said it. Was that all of this that's going on, whatever, like, you know, at the end of the day, his chair's going to be empty at Thanksgiving, and people are going to feel it. And everyone's gonna miss him. So I thought that was pretty. That was a pretty good way to put it. And like I said, I think it hit the guys in the Sports Hub pretty good once he said that. So I mean, on the Celtics broadcast, he was always like, you know, raucous and crazy, but apparently he was just a really good guy, down to earth, pretty quiet. He was a painter. I didn't know he was like an artist. I guess whatever, they haven't released anything. I guess whatever it was, he's been fighting. I'm assuming cancer. Fighting it for a while because he wasn't well enough to go to the bubble or to do any of the broadcasts because he wasn't a part of the broadcast during that.
Yeah, no, it wasn't awesome.
Yeah.
He wasn't, he was struggling. So
that's sad, that sucks, but the one solace you can take, to use the cliche, he's in a better place. At least he's not fucking suffering anymore, because that sucks. Someone like that doesn't deserve to suffer.
And he doesn't have to live on this fucking planet.
He got out at a good time.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Him and Trebek are the smart.
I feel like you could say this at any year, but for some reason it's a little more prominent this year. All of the major names we've lost, between Trebek and Sean Connery and Tommy Heinsohn and RBG.
I do think you could say that every year.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. I think there are. You could make an argument. Like there was the one year, didn't David Bowie and Prince die in the same year or something like that?
Something like that. It happens.
Yeah. But yeah, so you know, big ups. Rest in peace, Tommy Heinsohn. That's a tough one. Like I said, that's going to be felt around Boston too, a little bit harder. One more thing before we get going on the whole golf stuff. I sent this to you the other day. I guess this is two things that I'm going to blend into one. I sent you two things the other day. One of them was the UN. So the UN had some sort of summit the other day, and all of these countries were standing up and criticizing the U.S. on their human rights violations.
Well, let's discuss which countries.
Well, this is exactly what I was getting into. I was going to ask you, which countries were they that I sent you? It was if you need help refreshing your memory, it was Iran,
Yeah.
North Korea,
Yeah.
Syria,
Yeah.
and
Turkey,
China.
Saudi Arabia.
Yep.
Lebanon.
Yep.
Which-
All countries that are known for their human rights services.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
They treat their people really well there.
Yeah.
Well, so let's just do this. What do all of those countries have in common?
They hate the U.S.
And
They're communist.
Israel.
Well, yeah, that was part of the thing. So that was the next part of this too, was Saudi Arabia. Whoever the UN representative from Saudi Arabia is went up and
They
said,
treat women really well there.
yeah, no, they
We
do.
should follow their lead.
Yeah,
They say that we treat people like shit. Why don't we follow Saudi Arabia's lead?
Well, they just allowed. Oh, sorry, they just allowed women to drive in 2015. So I mean, that's pretty progressive, if you ask me.
Yeah. For 5 years, women have been allowed to
Yeah,
drive there.
yeah, it's crazy.
Dude,
Imagine how good they are at
they might be able to vote pretty soon.
I know.
Do they even have elections in Saudi Arabia?
I doubt it.
Probably not.
So the representative for the UN from Saudi Arabia gets up and says, the United States has a systemic racism problem. Okay, all right, cool. And they go, whatever, and then in order to fix it, so this is I'm paraphrasing a tweet, which is paraphrasing what's going on, but they said in order to fix it, they need to end relations with Israel. And I'm sitting here scratching my head like, what? In order to fix our systemic racism problem in the United States, we need to end relations with Israel? That's all it takes? That's it?
I didn't know having a good relationship with Israel is why we have systemic racism.
Yeah.
Why the fuck are we what are we protesting then?
I don't know. We should be protesting Israel.
We gotta protest Israel.
Goddamn Jews. I can say that because I am a Jew.
We should just like cut that.
Yeah. If we were more popular, that would become a deep fake.
It doesn't need to be a deep fake, it's a deep
Oh yeah,
real.
no, yeah, they would just
It just
turn
happened.
it into something
literally,
else.
we just heard it.
Yeah. Anti-Semites on Sarcasm Speaks. So that was a whole bunch of bullshit. So I was following that Twitter feed. Shout out to Sexy Chris who sent it to me the other day. Goes, dude, you need to follow this Twitter account right now. It's hilarious. So you got all these countries like North Korea was calling out the United States for their human rights violations. What? And how? And I don't know. If anybody reads that and doesn't laugh and doesn't find it comical, then you need to take the fucking stick out of your ass. Because I guarantee there are people out there like, see, the country's so bad, these other countries are criticizing. No, you stupid fuck. We just had an election, and now that President-elect Joe Biden is up there, they're taking advantage of that. Because President Trump had shit all over those countries for 4 years. And now he's about to be gone. And now these other countries smell blood in the water. And they're going to come after you. And they realize they're not stupid. They also realize the group of people that support Joe Biden are the fluffy, frilly, oh, we need to be nice to everybody. Oh, hi, little 4-year-old. What do you identify as? I don't want to call you him or her yet because you're 4 and you need to decide your own pronouns and you need to figure out who you are. No, you get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. And those are the people that are theoretically in charge now. So all these other countries are going to take advantage of that.
Yeah, and who did Trump broker a bunch of peace deals
I believe it was 7 different countries with Israel.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is so strange. I can't figure
Over
out.
the course of his 4 years, he brokered peace, or peace deals. I'm sorry. He didn't broker peace. There'll never be peace. He brokered peace deals, for now at least, between Israel and 7 different countries in the Middle East. So, I mean, do what you want there, but no one wants to talk about that. And then the other thing, this when I read it, I felt my blood pressure rise. Like I physically felt myself getting furious. So there was a video of the wondrous, amazing, I don't know, I was going to say incontributable? That's not a word. The amazing Governor Cuomo.
He sucks.
Was on CNN this week with George Stephanopoulos, Georgie Steps, and they were talking about the vaccine for the coronavirus because Pfizer has one that's 90% or has a 90% efficacy rate. So they're talking about it. And Georgie Steps goes, oh, well, this is good news, right? What do you think about this and all this stuff with New York? Because New York was hard hit and whatever. And the amazing, wonderful Governor Cuomo goes, well, it's actually kind of bad news. And I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, it's bad news that this came out under the Trump administration. And we're going to do everything we can to probably stop it. And, he said something else too.
Well, he said he was going to team up with the other governors.
Yeah. And then he was saying something. The way it came out too, I just immediately got mad. So my anger is probably killing my memory on that point. But I was like, what in the fuck? We have, and this is something that no one is going to talk about. Mostly, I would imagine. What we have, literally, in the open. Now he's literally pulling his pants down and sticking his tongue out while he fucking shows you his ass. Like, he thinks he's Mr. Big Dick Swinging. He thinks he's Donald Trump. He thinks he can say whatever he wants, and there's going to be zero repercussions, and that it doesn't matter because he's Teflon Don. Hey, dickface, there's only one Teflon Don, and it's number 45. That guy has fucking beat everything that's been thrown against him. Unfortunately, he couldn't get reelected, but, whatever.
So I guess he's beat everything
Yeah.
he's realized. Although, if you ask the hardcore Trump people, he's still definitely going to win.
Yeah, we still technically have until December 13th.
No. It's not even like he has a chance. He's still definitely going to win.
Well, this is the other great thing, too. Yesterday, I think it was, during the recounts in Michigan, one county in Michigan flipped.
In Flishigan?
In Flishigan nipped from blue to red. And then they fucking started posting, here we go, here it comes. And it's like, oh God, guys, just stop. You lost. It's fine. It sucks. Yeah. Did I want Biden to be president? No. But unfortunately, he won. He's our president, and we have to move forward. This is what it is. This is life. This is what all of those fucking jackasses 4 years ago should have done. When Donald Trump won the presidency, it's, hey, did I want this guy to win? No, but I live in this country. He's my president. Okay, we'll get him in 4 years.
You're supposed to piss and moan about it for the next 4 years.
Yeah, they've literally spent 4 years crying over fucking Trump. And I am not going to do the same with Biden. But either way, back to Cuomo. What we have here is an elected official in public, and not just in public, on a cable news network, openly saying it's bad news that we got a vaccine during the Trump administration, and he's going to try and block it. And how is no one pissed about this?
Yeah, if any of you people still think that this is about the illness or the disease, sorry.
Yeah, and you're going to come at me again and say, no, it has nothing to do with politics. And here we are again. It has everything to do with politics.
Everything.
The governor of New York said it was bad news that a company came out with a vaccine that was 90% efficable during the Trump administration.
And this is after, probably a month ago now, Gavin Newsom says in California, a vaccine will not end the pandemic.
Yeah.
So in case you fucking people think this is about anything, if this is about the illness, it's not.
It's not about
it's
the
really
illness
not
at
about
all.
the illness.
There's if you're under 75 years old, there's a less than 1% mortality rate. You get it? There's a less than 1% chance you die. Like we said in a previous episode, if you're over 75, I think it's a roughly 4% chance, But if you're over 75 and get the flu, it's probably about the same. If you're over 75 and get pneumonia, it's probably like
more.
it's probably like a 20% chance you're gonna die. Like it's if you're over 75 and get anything, your chance of dying is higher. Like it's what happens. We said this the other day. Old people are really good at dying. Like it's just
Some of the best.
It's a fact. It's a fact of life. So I just couldn't believe that Cuomo literally said on CNN that it's bad news that the vaccine came out under the Trump administration. That right there cements it in facts that this thing has everything to do with politics and none of this was about your safety and health.
Nope.
Well, now that I get that bullshit out of the way, let's get into stuff that actually matters. Because today is the Wednesday before the Masters, and tomorrow is a day that we've been waiting for what? 20 months? What's 4 to 11? 7?
Dude,
12? 19 months. We've been waiting 19 months for this day.
It's been like 500 and fucking...
Yeah.
I don't even know how many days.
Yeah, the only solace that I will take from waiting 17 months from the last Masters until now is that the next 2 majors are both Masters. So we get the Masters in November, and then we get the Masters again in April.
Yeah, it's only 5 months from now.
Yeah, this is great. This is awesome. I will be taking work off tomorrow. Fucking bitch. And then Friday, I just have work to do from home, so I will be able to watch the first 2 rounds uninterrupted. Saturday, probably just going to keep watching the Masters because it's Saturday. And then Sunday, I will not move from that couch. From when's first tee on Sunday morning, 7:30?
Yeah, I mean, if we can get coverage at 7:30. The only thing I don't know is because
they run it on Masters.com.
You have to get it on Masters.com, so we might have to hook it up to like
a
laptop.
Yeah. Plug it into the TV.
Or an HDMI or something.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if we have casting capabilities. I really don't fucking know. There could be a fucking Masters app for all I know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
really don't.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But yeah, so it should be over like 3-4 o'clock. If the favorite is to get a playoff this year, I don't know if that's the every year.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if it's because at the top there's like kind of almost feels like everyone kind of has a chance.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, it's obviously the Masters have never been played in November, at least in recent history. So obviously the course is going to play a little different too. Has anyone been saying anything like how different it is, whether it's softer, harder?
Yeah, Tiger came out.
Yeah.
Greens are exactly the same.
Really?
Fairways are a little bit softer.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Huh.
Because they have so here's the thing though.
Well, their greens are
they have
always their greens.
They have the sub-air system, so they can borderline control how much moisture's in them or not. So I have the weather for Augusta, Georgia. So all those people that were like, "Oh, it's gonna be like 40. It's gonna be cold." Have you people been to fucking Georgia?
Clearly not.
Yeah.
I mean, we were there the first week of the pandemic. We kicked off the pandemic in Savannah, and it was 80 degrees.
Yes.
The first week in March.
Yes. So this is like pretty heinous weather. 78. It's gonna be 78 on Thursday.
Wow.
And it's gonna rain, and there might be lightning, so I don't know how that's really gonna go. Friday, 76. Saturday, 70. That's actually gonna be,
chilly.
cold.
Yeah.
Sunday, 75 and rain. So, weather-wise, it's gonna be a little gross. But tee time started about 7. So on Thursday, they'll be teeing off, it'll be 74. Friday, it'll be about 67. Saturday, a little nippy little nippy for those guys that are really struggling. 57. And then Sunday, same thing, 58. So all you fucking 40-degree people,
Yeah.
you are all retarded.
Yes. I'm retarded.
I'm fucking retarded. Today in Augusta, Georgia, it's 82 and the low is 72.
And everyone says,
People,
it's gonna be
people,
too cold.
it's gonna be too. Oh, the ball's not gonna go anywhere. Too cold.
Oh, trust me, it'll go.
Dude, it's like fucking 60 here.
Yeah.
Massachusetts is like 60.
Yeah, it's been warm this week.
So whatever. There's the weather report. We're gonna get rain and lightning, thunderstorms on Thursday. Friday should be clear. Saturday should be clear, and Sunday 30% chance of rain, with the little rain clouds there.
What's the wind like on Sunday? Does it say? Or I guess
Nothing. 5.
Yeah.
No, there shouldn't be any wind. Now they'll get gusts and they'll get their normal stuff, but it won't be anything crazy.
Right.
So you can probably expect low scores.
Yeah. I was gonna say that place. If the wind kicks up, ooh-wee,
It's hell.
hold on to your fucking dicks.
Well, that was 1987. See how windy it was?
Yeah, that was crazy. The guys that were going to pull the pin, the flag was literally straight out, and I was like, wow, that is really fucking windy.
And that's when the winning. I fell asleep. What was?
So did I.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't even remember what the winnings. I don't know what score got into the playoff with Larry Myers and Greg Norman.
Yeah, no, I don't know. And as soon as you woke up, when you waking up and going upstairs woke me up, so then I just went up. We fell asleep on the couch at like 9:30.
Yep.
So it happens when you put golf on.
Yep.
Especially 1987 golf.
I couldn't. I actually was like, I could not believe you actually put that on. Like I sent that as a joke.
Yeah, no, I was like, fuck it, I'll watch that. Because I'm probably gonna watch the 1997 Masters today.
Dude, I'm done early. I might watch 96 and then 97 because 96 was so like Greg Norman has always choked. Oh, so this was my big takeaway. So for all you people that watch football and you think like the Falcons are the biggest chokers, or like this year's Chargers,
yeah.
May I introduce to you Greg Norman?
Yes.
Greg Norman is by far,
The
hands
Shaq.
down, the biggest choker, I think, in sports history. He has one major win. In 1986, these are just some of the highlights.
Yeah.
In 1986, he had the 54-hole lead going into Sunday on all 4 majors.
Wow.
Lost them all.
Wow.
1986 at the Masters specifically, I think a birdie. He either could have parred or birdied 18 to get, like, obviously. So if he parred it, I think a par may have gotten into a playoff with Jack. He may have needed a birdie to tie. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But on 18, he has a chance, and he blows it into the fucking crowd, like way right.
Yeah.
Just bombed it into the middle of the crowd.
Yeah.
That's nice. Really nice job coming down.
Yeah.
There was also 96 where he had a 6-stroke lead going into Sunday.
Wow.
And lost by 5.
Jesus
He
Christ.
gave 11 strokes relative to
Holy
the leaderboard.
shit. And well, also in 96, he had to have been what, like fucking 45 or like 50? Like he,
Yeah,
that
so
should have been
40,
pretty
40
fucking
something,
old.
43,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have seen it coming. He fucking hooked his first tee shot into the woods.
Yeah, that's wild.
Like he admitted years later. He goes with the 6-stroke lead going into Sunday. He goes, I was probably the only person there that wasn't sure if I could hold the lead. Dude.
Talk about like a mental fucking...
And he was working with a sports psychologist at the time.
Yeesh.
When they interviewed the sports psychologist, they were like, yeah, I gave him everything he needs.
Yeah.
He forgot it all. Like, once tournament time came, he forgot it all.
Yeah. Yeah, because he
nerves.
certainly he displayed the choker's ability over many years and many opportunities. Because there's definitely been bigger chokes.
Like what, single events?
Yeah.
Probably.
Like Little Billy Cundiff was a pretty bad one. I mean, if you want to throw the Falcons 28-3 in there, I mean, you're in a Super Bowl. It was 28-3 and late in the third quarter.
Well, the other thing too is I don't want to confuse choking with like a lack of performance. Like Little Billy Cundiff and Blair Walsh, like, they missed a kick.
Tony Romo fumbled the snap on the hold.
Were they winning though? That's the only thing. Like, I don't know if they were winning that
Yeah,
game.
I don't know.
Like.
But if you want to talk about single performances, that 96 is pretty. That's
That's
there.
bad.
That's a top 5. So if you want to put like.
No, that's his top.
No, I mean if you want, I'm saying
in
all time. Like
no, that's
28 to
that's
3.
up there.
28 to 3. Falcons pretty bad. Losing 11 strokes on Sunday is pretty terrible. I don't know, like whatever else.
3-0 lead to the Flyers.
Yep, 3-0 lead.
I guess you just mix in any 3-0 lead.
Yeah.
Because like the Yankees, the Flyers, or
Yeah.
I guess the Bruins would Yankees, Bruins,
Bruins on both ends of that.
or Boston on both ends of that.
Yeah. Well, they came back from.
Who, the Bruins?
Yeah.
Never came back from 3-0.
Oh, I thought they came back against the Maple Leafs.
They may have come back from 3-1.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, the Red Sox did it. The Bruins blew it. Yeah, so those are all up there. But, like you said, Greg Norman was consistent.
He did it all the
He
time.
did that over 2 decades.
I'm trying to like see if I can figure out. I don't know. It might.
He's like the anti-Patriots.
No one has compiled. Fuck. I don't think anyone's compiled. It's probably out of respect for him because people generally like them, and it's like especially when it's one individual, it's not like a franchise to hide behind. But dear God, what a fucking joke!
Yeah. So I saw this thing the other day that was pretty cool. I think it's actually hilarious. Is the Masters catering pack. So Augusta National is selling Taste of the Masters food package, where you can order, obviously because there's no fans allowed this year at the Masters, but people are allowed to purchase the merchandise and the catering pack, which comes with like, you know, the pimento cheese and the fucking egg salad sandwich and Masters 2020 cup and the barbecue pulled pork, all that shit. You can get that thing for $150. However, it's only available to people that have tickets. So I originally saw that and I was like, oh, dude, that's fucking awesome. Like, I mean, $150 is a lot of money, but I would have thought about it. And
I'd consider splitting it.
yeah, that was my first thought. So I looked into it more, and it's only for the people that have tickets. So it's like,
I will never have.
well, I guess I can kiss that goodbye. I can't even pretend like I'm at the fucking Masters with the catering package or lie to people and be like, yeah, see this cup? Yeah, I was there in 2020. So yeah, but I thought that was pretty cool. I think it's hilarious that they were just like, yeah, so we'll just sell you a catering pack, but only to people that have tickets. Like that is big dick energy. That is them being like, yeah, we'll do this, but only for the people that would have been here anyway. Because they would have made so much more money if they had opened it up to everybody.
Well, everyone would have bought it.
That's what I mean.
That's the thing with the Masters, though.
But that's their thing. They don't give a shit.
They don't want to.
Yeah, they want it just their own people. And I think that's fucking awesome. And I think that makes it even better. So, one of the things on the post says, to be honest, I've spent more money on dumber things. And I read that and I was like, yeah, no, that's true. I've definitely done that. So I thought that was cool. But you got numbers, you got rundowns, you got stuff. What do you
Yeah, I
sitting
got
on?
everything.
All right, hit me.
All right. So I guess I'll just start with this stuff. So what I did, and one of the sites I like using is Data Golf. So I pulled the course fit tool at Data Golf, which just gives an idea of what stats are important at what golf courses. So there's also like a little toggle that you have to click for like relative importance. And the relative importance takes into account the fact that like driving distance is more important than putting. So you put on the relative importance. So how much more important is it here?
Right.
So you could go to like, I don't know, fucking Kapalua, which is the most wide open golf course on the planet outside of Cape Cod Country Club, and driving distance will be more important than average. Well, if you do the relative importance, it probably comes back because you don't actually really need to hit the ball all that far there because it is fucking wide open and everybody hits the ball far there.
Right.
So the overwhelming quality that wins the Masters, strokes gained putting.
Right, because those greens are fucking wild. Anyone that's ever played the video game, Tiger Woods PGA Tour 14, we can tell you, those greens are not easy to putt.
Well, if you need a frame of reference, and when Tiger went to his first Masters, which I think his first was 96.
Yeah.
Fuck, he might have been in a couple before, whatever. He was at Stanford, and the way he prepped for the Masters was putting on the fucking basketball floor.
Yeah,
on the hardwood.
Yeah.
He was trying to stop the ball on a hardwood floor at Stanford. That's what putting these greens.
Yep.
So, putting, by far the most important piece of Augusta National. Second, driving distance. Which, again, relatively, this is actually a pretty high number because I typically look at this. I look at the course fit tool every week when I put together like a lineup.
Yeah.
And then I quickly look at the course fit tool. I quickly look at historical event data, and then I just pick my people.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's around the green. Like, you got to be able to fucking chip.
Right.
And whatever.
Right.
Driving accuracy, not very important. Augusta National is actually a pretty wide course.
Yeah. Also, their second cut doesn't get really thick.
Not really. They never used to even have a second cut.
Yeah, so like if you're gonna miss the fairway, it's not gonna kill you unless you're in the fucking trees.
You can't be in the tree. So
Yeah.
that's the thing is though, like your fairway is tree to tree,
Right.
not the shortcut stuff.
Yeah.
And then approach. Interestingly enough, approach wasn't as important either. Probably because I don't know. That was interesting.
Yeah.
And then, do I have historical event data? Yes. So then I went to historical event data, and typically, so some of the guys that play the best here in terms of strokes gained, Spieth, Westwood, Jon Rahm, Tiger Woods, Justin Rose, and of that, only Jon Rahm. This will be his fifth Masters, so he has. I'm sorry, this will be his fourth Masters. He's got 3 already, and it looks like he's made the cut in every single one.
Yeah.
And then in terms of current players that don't play well there,
Yeah.
I think it's only Horschel and Woodland that are actually in the field.
Yeah, I saw that.
Outside of the
Gary Woodland does not play.
No,
well
he doesn't
there.
play well there. And that's that outside of like the past champs.
Yeah.
Like Sandy Lyle doesn't play well there, but that's because
he's like 7,000
years
years
old. He won in 1988.
Yeah. I saw a really funny stat the other day. So my guy, Kevin Kisner, has never missed a cut at Augusta, but he's also never finished in the top 15. So I don't know if there's a more lukewarm player at Augusta than Kevin Kisner, but he's my guy. I'm a big Kiz fan.
Great.
Never missed a cut, but never finished in the top 15.
So once I have that info, so what I did was I actually pulled the list. So currently this year I know it was only a few events, the strokes gained putting. And I'm like, okay, well, let's take a look at this.
Is Matthew Fitzpatrick up there, like number 1?
Oh no. I can find out where he is. So with this though, fucking cunt. I think I would be able to fucking type. Obviously not. It's actually really interesting how bad Matthew Fitzpatrick's 154th.
Oh, really? Because I saw a bunch of shit that was saying he's like the best putter in the world right now. I don't know.
Not in the 2021 season.
Okay.
So, and not in terms of strokes gained. So, the strokes gained putting leaders, I'm just gonna go down the list. Andy Ogletree, Cole Hammer, Peter Malnardi, Jason Kokrak, Vanderwalt, Charles Howell III, Brandon Wu, Andy Sullivan, Lucas Herbert. That's the top 10.
Yeah, those guys all suck.
So, therefore,
I mean, Kokrak just won, but
therefore, what you could probably say about this, the strokes gained putting stats are useless.
Yeah.
Because none of those guys, actually, a lot of those guys aren't even in the field, and a lot of those guys aren't even gonna be there.
Yeah.
Now, if you kind of like roll through, like Shoffley's 13th, Patrick Reed is 17th, Cabrera Bayo 28, Zach Johnson 32, Justin Thomas 34, like, you can look at that stuff, and like, I think what you want to do is find out who's a bad putter.
Yeah. Well, Rory.
Obviously.
All those people that are picking Rory to win don't. Oh, he can complete the career Grand Slam.
If you're betting him to win, don't do it. If you're betting him to finish like top 20, or if you're betting him to be as like part of your lineup, it's probably fine. He actually plays well there.
Yeah, he's fine. But yeah, like in a DraftKings daily lineup, whatever. But he's not gonna win.
Oh.
Sorry.
So then I went with strokes gained around the green.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of the same idea that we've got going on, but it's like all the guys at the top they're just so whatever. But again, you see Shoffley, you see Cantlay,
but the
DeChambeau, Morikawa.
2021 season hasn't
It's
really
short.
had a ton of events.
It's short.
Yeah.
Justin Thomas, Webb Simpson.
And then guys like DJ and Bruce haven't played because of Corona. They both got Corona.
Yeah, well,
So
Bruce was a knee.
Oh yeah. Wait, he's
But still, so here's the other thing. The strokes gained putting leaders, it's always fucking garbage. Like, it's Denny McCarthy every year. And you may ask, who's Denny McCarthy? Exactly.
Any relation to Jenny McCarthy?
Just rhymes.
Like Leanne?
Exactly. So what I also mixed in here, I did look at strokes gained approach, because even though it's not as important as the other courses, you don't want someone that can't fucking get the ball to the green.
Right. Because
then they're relying on their short game. So the strokes gained around the green stat is how it's to simplify it, it's how close you getting the ball to the pin when you're not on the green.
Right.
So that number can get influenced by how good your approach is. Because if you leave the ball 30 feet but you're in the fringe, that's not a good stat for strokes gained approach. But now you're gonna putt the ball and you're probably gonna putt it close, therefore it's good around the green. Like,
right.
So you see how it like all kind of like works together?
Yeah.
And I know all of the stats work together, because if you're driving the ball well, then it makes your approach game easier.
Right.
But
it's a lot easier to hit, for these guys especially, 100 to 130 yard shot into the green than it is 180.
Yes. And strokes gained putting, in order to be like good at it, you have to hit longer putts. Which means
right.
You're probably
which means you have to give yourself long putts.
It means something else in your game is going wrong.
Right.
Because you're either not lagging it good enough, or you're not chipping it good enough. Because you're not hitting it. It's not you hit it to 10 feet and hit the putt. That doesn't happen that often.
Right.
Less than 50% of the time.
Right.
So it's like you're hitting like 6-footers, 7-footers. It's like, so something else in your game isn't very good, and that's why that's happening.
So theoretically, then, couldn't you imagine the people that have a high strokes gained approach are not the same people that have the high strokes gained putting, because like you just said, in order to have strokes gained putting, you have to hit long putts. But in order to put yourself in position to hit long putts, you have to be bad at getting close to the pin.
Because you could have, so if someone, so this is, but then you have to also look at like scoring average. So like take
Right.
Xander Schauffele.
Yeah.
Schauffele's putting isn't all that bad. His approach isn't all that bad. But that's because he's a good player.
Right.
The first guy was Andy Ogletree.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he's, like, I think he might be a Corn Ferry Tour. I don't even know how the fuck he got here. He might still be in college, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even know I don't even know who the fucking guy is.
Yeah, I know Alec Ogletree.
Not him.
Imagine him playing golf.
No,
He could
be terrible at it.
He could probably outdrive Bryson though.
Probably not. You know how fucking good Bryson is?
Yeah, but whatever. He's gonna lose this week.
Yes, but unless you're betting on him outright,
Right.
you don't always need him to win.
Right. But I just think it's great. Well, one, he is the favorite because he is really good.
Well, he's the favorite because that's
and
where
he
everyone's
fucking
betting.
mashes the ball.
Everyone's betting him.
Yeah, but I think it's a dumb bet to win outright.
I wouldn't take him. So okay, so I'm good with stats. Basic.
Yeah.
So I pulled driving distance for this year. Bryson, DJ, Cam Champ, Roars. Neiman has COVID. Adam Scott. And I think that's the only guys in the top 16 that are in the field.
Oh, Shoffley's not in there? He usually hits it pretty well.
Well, so the only reason I took the top 16 is because when you start getting into those middling numbers,
Yeah,
they're like 0.6 yards off of each other. Like it starts to kind of,
yeah,
you get like 30, 40 guys that all hit at the same distance.
yeah.
So I didn't go any further than that. And Bruce hasn't been playing, or else he would probably be up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that being said, the odds to win, DeChambeau, and this is off of MyBookie.
Shout out to mybookie.com. Use our promo code SarcasmPod to double your deposit and get a $20 free play.
Yep. DeChambeau plus 600, he's the favorite. DJ plus 850, he's next. This isn't in order. Justin Thomas plus 1,000. John Rahm plus 1,100. Roars plus 1,100. Xander plus 1,600. That's as far as I'm going. So, Bryson's your favorite. Favorites don't win. So I really wouldn't worry about that.
Yeah. Also, just for the people that are listening that don't know gambling odds, the easiest way to figure it out is you drop the 2 zeros on the end, and that's the number like to 1. So plus 1,600 is 16 to 1 odds. So that means you bet $1, you win 16.
Yeah. Or yeah, and then these numbers. So the numbers are all based off like $100 bet. So if you bet $100 on Bryson, you would win $600.
Right.
If that helps you
so
think
it's
too.
6 to 1 odds.
So in terms of like the outright winner, I have my eyes on Schauffele, Reed. I don't hate Patrick Cantlay.
Mm-hmm. I'd be interested to look at past history of winners and what their odds were. Like, the guy that wins, is he typically around 15 to 1 to win? Or is he closer to the favorite that's usually like 8, 9, 10 to 1? I mean, off the top of my head, I'm sure some of these guys, like Danny Willett was a long shot to win.
Well, if you go backwards, Tiger was probably a pretty close to favorite.
Yeah.
Like top 10 in odds.
Yeah.
Because he had won in Japan. No, he didn't win in Japan. He won the Tour Championship.
Mm-hmm.
So Tiger was probably pretty high. Plus, he's always going to be artificially high. Like right now, he's plus 3,000. Like he's right behind Finau.
Yeah.
Right before Morikawa.
Still, 30 to 1 is pretty solid odds for Tiger.
Yeah,
it's at the Masters. It's worth $5.
Yeah, that's the thing though. It's golf. It's like the odds are always good.
Yeah.
If you know.
Right.
So 2019 was Tiger. 2018 was Reed. He was probably a little bit back. Oh, I got it right here. So I don't know what Tiger was. Reed was 40-1.
Okay.
Serge was 30-1.
Mm-hmm.
Danny Willett was 50-1.
Yep.
Spieth 10-1. Watson 20-1. Adam Scott 25-1. Bubba 30-1. Charles Schwartz was 100.
Wow.
Phil Mickelson 10-1, and Angel Cabrera was 125-1.
Jesus. So of all of the last, the last 7, only Phil and Spieth were considered favorites, really, to win. Because I look at a favorite in
They were
golf.
probably the favorite.
When I look at a favorite in golf as 10-1 or less. Outside of 10-1.
Yeah, because right now 10-1, there's only 3 guys.
Yeah,
that or better.
That's usually how I look at it. To outright win in golf. So there's only been 2 guys as the actual favorites that have won. So that's interesting. It's good to know. And I mean, judging by all of that, you know, if you're looking to bet people to win outright, maybe you look at the people that are, you know, between 18-1 and 25-1.
So if I throw out the 2 highest,
yeah,
and throw out the 2 lowest,
mm-hmm.
the average of the remaining 6 is 32.5.
Would you say Tiger was
30-1.
So
so in that, so we'll say in between 3 to 4, you've got Bubba Watson, Tyrrell Hatton, Webb Simpson, Morikawa, Woods, Wolf, Spieth. Day.
I like, out of that group, that particular, like I said, I said this to you last night. I really think Xander Schauffele's going to pull it off this year. I just really like how he plays. But of that group, I like Matt Wolf. He's playing pretty well right now.
He has it. So the way I would look at these numbers is I would throw away Morikawa and Wolf right away because neither of them have played here before.
True, but I read this thing on Wolf yesterday that said he was in position to win both majors he was in this year.
Yes, he was.
So it's not like he's a stage light guy. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like he's going to be afraid of the light.
No, my second. So that's obviously the.
And he fucking nukes the ball.
So I guess the irrational thing is, first time, not gonna win.
Yeah.
The actual thing, that PGA, if he could fucking putt, he would have won. He missed some bad putts there.
Yeah.
So if he's not gonna putt well under pressure, he is going to get eaten alive at this place.
Yeah.
That being said, if you like him to finish somewhere, that might not be bad.
Yeah.
He
might be a good top 10.
Tyrrell Hatton's only in his 3rd. It's okay.
Jason Day's probably not a bad bet.
Yeah, you can take. I mean, this is the thing.
The thing with him is his back right now.
When you take,
he's been dealing with a lot of back problems.
You're always dealing with back problems. When you're taking one of these guys like to win, I mean, it's a crapshoot anyway.
There's a reason why the favorite is what, 8-1,
6-1,
6-1. Like,
and
even
that's only because it's Bryson,
right? But so
in a normal
6-1
year,
odds,
it should be in a normal year. The
it's normally
it's
6,
like 8.
6. I'm sorry, it's 8. You said
8
6.
to 10.
I had 6 in my brain. Yeah, and normally it's at 8 to 10-1. But even still, like 8-1 odds, that's really fucking good. There's a reason why it's like that though, because golf is such a crapshoot. Like, you don't know, because you have 4 days where you have 72 holes for people to fuck up.
If you want to go process of elimination too, so I threw out Wolf and Morikawa because it's their first.
Right.
If you want to throw out Hatton as well because he's a fucking nutcase and I don't think he can mentally handle Augusta.
No.
That leaves Jason Day, Spieth, Woods, Webb Simpson, Bubba Watson. Would you be surprised if any of those 5 won?
No. I like Webb Simpson too. he is like the epitome of like safe golf.
Yes.
Like he's always gonna play well, but he's never gonna play lights out. And I don't at Augusta that might be enough.
It could be. I just feel like with the firepower of these guys,
Yeah.
he is like really missing something because he's gonna have to hit like long clubs into those par fives.
Yeah. But he is pretty good at it.
Because he has to be.
Yeah.
He's not very long, but it's also soft out there, so he's gonna be even longer than normal.
Right. Yeah.
Plus Bubba, I don't even know what kind of form Bubba's in. We might be past
Yeah.
Bubba.
Yeah.
I wouldn't bet on him.
And
He won 6 years ago.
I mean, Tiger's always a fun bet. Like I said, Tiger's worth $5. So 30 to 1, that's 5 to win 80, right? No, 150. I was trying to do quick math on 5 times 3. So 5 to win 150. That's solid for Tiger, but expect that $5 to go out the window because Tiger's not going to win.
Oh.
He's played like 6 times all year, and every time he's gone out, he's played like shit. Weird. When you don't play a lot, you don't play well. And I know that he knows Augusta with his fucking eyes closed, but still, he just hasn't been playing. So I don't know. Like I said, it's fun to throw $5 on Tiger, but expect that to go nowhere. But yeah, of that group, I go with Matt Wolff and Webb Simpson. I really wouldn't be surprised if Webb Simpson won. But I think my personal favorite to win is Schauffele. I think he puts it together.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I still like Schauffele, Reed. I might like Cantlay. I don't know. It's something about him that I just don't like.
Yeah.
It's like him, the person, his appearance. I don't know. It's all again, it's irrational. But what I'll probably be doing is watching the first round
and then live bet.
And waiting to hear. So if I can remember this info that we're talking about now, and then I know the U.S. Open, like no one outside the top 10 after round 1 has won like recently. Yeah. I don't know what it is for the Masters. It might be like top.
Yeah.
I don't know, or like within so many strokes. I forget. I don't even know what to Google the fucking.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Maybe I can do Masters winners.
Didn't the Hoff shoot like a fucking 66 on Thursday a couple years ago?
Hoff would have been the best first round leader bet.
Yeah.
He's not in the field.
Yeah. He didn't make it this year.
Nope. Sucks.
Yeah, what year was that?
Every year?
Every year, yeah. I feel like one year he went out on Thursday and literally shot like a 66 or a 65.
I was watching it, but I've seen it every year, so I don't know which one it was. Yeah, no Hoff.
With his green glove.
Ugh, I hate Hoff. I don't know how to fucking find this out.
So who's do you still have the odds up?
All of them?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was gonna say, who's a long shot that you like? So we'll call a long shot greater than 30 to 1 odds.
Greater than 30? I would say, you might want to make it. Oh, odds of shift. Oh, this is first round leader. Ooh, let me get off of that. So you probably want to make it
greater than 40.
Well, if we just said the average.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
The
average is 32. Yeah. So greater than 40 to 1.
I like Justin Rose. He typically plays well there. He's 50 to 1.
Yeah.
If I had to go with like a crazy number.
Yeah.
I don't think this guy's gonna win. Fuck it. Rafa Cabrera-Bello. He's kind of like hung around.
Yeah.
He's 175 to 1. Again, I don't think he's gonna win, but if you're picking long shots, it's like who do you think has a chance?
Right.
And I think he plays well enough there. He's good enough of a player. and he's old and European, and for whatever reason, like that fucking works.
Yeah.
With Augusta. So those are two guys. I put both of them on my. Wait, who's my other guy? Just Rosie. I put both of them on my DraftKings team.
Yeah, I like Rosie too, and I might go if we're doing long shots too. I'd like Jason Kokrak. He putts pretty well. He just won a couple weeks ago, and he's 70 to 1 odds.
So I had Kokrak on my roster, and then I realized that he's 35 years old and has never played the Masters. So
okay,
he's catching a little bit of fire because he has played well.
Yeah.
But something like you can polish a turd, but it's still a piece of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm sure he's a great guy. I think he's cool.
Yeah.
But I ended up taking him off and restructuring my team because I wanted fucking Fat Man on my team or fucking Bryson.
Yeah.
He's just too expensive in the salary cap format.
Yeah. In the so we're talking about DraftKings daily fucking.
So I just pulled up an article. This is from Who Can Still Win the 2019 Masters. Okay. So the 9, and this is going into last year. 9 of the last 11 Masters champions opened with a round in the 60s.
Okay.
Then the past 13 Masters champs were each inside the top 10 after the first round. Okay. Last year Tiger was T11. So that makes 13 of 14.
Yeah. Well, it's also Tiger. Like Tiger can just do whatever he wants.
Yeah. But he also won in 2005 when he was T33. So Tiger really shouldn't.
Yeah.
Whatever.
He's Tiger.
So I think what you want to look for though is someone who's in the top 10.
Okay.
Preferably shooting in the 60s, unless nobody shot in the 60s.
Yeah. I like that.
If you're gonna hit it live.
So you're gonna hit it live after the first round. Look for a top 10 and someone in the 60s.
Yep. And what I will also do is I'll hit data golf. If you don't understand strokes gained, it's gonna be a little bit hard to hit data golf.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll hit data golf. I'll see who is striking the ball well, and I'll try to see if anyone caught fire with the putter. So if who's up top? So okay, let's say Roars is leading after day 1. Mm-hmm. And I look and see that he's like 3 strokes gained after round 1. I'm like, well, he sucks at putting.
Yeah. So
that means the rest of his game didn't carry him. I would stay away from that because that number can't stay that high because he sucks at putting.
Right.
So.
Okay. Yeah, those are good things too. Anything else you got?
Yeah, so then I looked into some other gambling stuff.
Okay.
And I like Patrick Reed top 20, minus 110 odds.
Okay.
So those top 20 bets, usually the odds are garbage.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with minus 110 for Patrick Reed.
Yeah.
I also like a tournament matchup, Finau versus Morikawa, minus 1.5 strokes. That's minus 110 odds.
Okay.
And then I also like Patrick Reed against Bubba Watson, minus 1.5 strokes for the tournament, plus 100. Now, I don't know if I'm going to play those. I prefer to play things that end in a day.
Yeah.
Or if I'm going to take something that's over the 4 days, it's going to be an outright because, you know, this is golf. I don't bet golf that much. I mean, I keep an eye on it, but if I put $10 on a matchup to win $9 over 4 days, that's a waste of time.
Yeah, no.
So I would prefer to look for like daily matchups.
Yeah.
But I don't see them right now.
Yeah.
And we got tournament matchups, 72 hole matchups.
Those might be out at some point today.
They could be.
This afternoon, maybe.
Yeah, they're all 72 hole matchups. So.
All right. Anything else? You got a final thought?
Are we already on final thoughts?
I mean, it's about that time. Unless you have more.
I mean, I can always keep going, but if we're on final thoughts, we can do final thoughts.
Yeah, we just hit an hour.
Okay. So my final thought is a question.
Mhm.
What are you serving at the Masters Champions dinner?
Oh boy.
The Tuesday before the Masters. Usually whoever wins the previous one
Yeah.
picks the menu,
Yeah.
which is deceiving, but you can technically order whatever you want from the clubhouse, but they pick the menu, and usually they go with something like native of their country,
Yeah.
but the Americans don't have anything native, so
I would I'd probably go some kind of barbecue. Like I don't know, whatever. It's smoked everything.
Well,
Smoked
pick it.
ribs.
tell me.
I'm going ribs, fucking chicken.
I'll give you a second to think, because I actually have mine.
Yeah.
So the way the Masters does it, you have the appetizer, the entree,
Okay.
dessert, and then they have like wine selections. I'm not picking wine. That's a fucking waste of time. You can drink bourbon or pick your own. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So my appetizer is crab cakes.
Ooh.
And I don't know where you fuck you need to get them from,
Yeah.
but get them from somewhere good.
Maryland.
Yes. Crab cakes and football.
Yeah.
Then, what did I go with? Then we're having prime rib with it.
Ah.
And I don't know who, again,
That's great.
get the fucking best chef you can get. They may already have them. I don't fucking know. But definitely going prime rib. Sides are irrelevant. I mean, you can go mashed potatoes. I mean, asparagus, whatever. I don't care.
Whatever.
It's not important. And finishing it, pecan pie. I figure they should be able to do that pretty well in Georgia.
Yeah, I think so.
I would think so.
Yeah, I think that should be good.
So that's my Champions dinner lineup.
All right. So then, the appetizer would be. I don't even know. That's tough. I'm gonna get real ignorant American on this.
You can do whatever you want.
I'm gonna go fried mac and cheese for the appetizer, and then the dinner is gonna be like smoked brisket and ribs. There we go. So that's the dinner, and then the dessert is gonna be some sort of like, can you do like ice cream and cornbread or sweetbread? Isn't there like a dessert out there that's like or maybe it's a sweet corn ice cream?
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm following the barbecue theme for the whole of that.
Well, so you're not crazy, because in 2017, Jordan Spieth, who's from Texas, had the Champions dinner, and the appetizer was a salad with corn muffins. The entree was brisket, half chicken, ribs with baked beans, potato salad, and dessert was a cookie with ice cream.
Yeah. So me and Jordan Spieth.
So you're not crazy.
Yeah.
Fucking cunt. I wonder what Patrick Reed did. It's probably terrible.
McDonald's.
Quick.
Yeah.
That was only last year was his Champions dinner.
Oh wow.
Forgot. 'Cause he won.
Yeah, he won in 18.
Yeah, it's like the Europeans do some fucking crazy shit. Oh. You're a fucking douchebag.
What do you do?
Just like Caesar salad, fucking. Gave like 14 options. It was like a salad option, then it was like a ribeye with like mac and cheese, broccoli, spinach. I don't know. Lame.
Lame. That is lame. Has Tiger said what he's doing this year?
It was a sushi roll, fajitas, and I don't know what dessert was.
Huh. That's pretty good. I mean, this is also his fifth
Yep, fifth go around.
his fifth Champions dinner. So. All right. So my final thought is not related to golf or anything.
That's dumb.
Yeah, I know. Actually, I posted about it the other day on my Instagram. Was I finally have been able to get into a routine, going to the gym again, and obviously I've resigned myself to the fact that my golf season is over. I took my bag inside last week and I put it in my room.
I got 18 holes in yesterday.
Yeah, I just it is what it is. We're done until next year, unless I go in and swing in the simulator and all that shit. But so I've been finally like trying to get into a routine in the gym, and it felt good the other day. So I've started 5-3-1, which doesn't really matter to anybody.
I'm doing 5-3-1 as well. It's the best program ever.
Yeah. But Monday I went and I hit 245 for 15 reps. So it was the first week.
Was that the 5+?
Yeah. So I obviously underestimated my 1 rep max.
You're kind of supposed to.
Yeah. Because I just estimated I could probably hit 365 for 1, but according to that, I mean, I just hit 245 for 15 reps, so I'm probably a little bit higher than that.
But like all the lifting you've been doing has been higher rep, hasn't it?
I mean, I haven't lifted consistently since August.
True, but even in August, it was like you were doing like higher rep stuff.
Yeah, I was doing a little bit more. I was coming out of hypertrophy, but so it felt really fucking good, and I admittedly, like, I've struggled to get in a consistent routine in the gym. Like I said, I haven't lifted consistently since like July or August. I think Guys Weekend really like fucking knocked me out of my orbit, my consistent rotation.
Ooh,
and I struggled to get back.
I'll have to get you a PhD in excuse making.
Yeah. Well, I had one because I became really good at being like, I don't want to go to the gym today, so I didn't. So starting last week and now this week, I'm finally back into a routine, and I forgot how fucking good it felt. Like I hit that set of the 5+. And when I got 245 for 15 fucking reps, I felt invincible. I felt like I could feel like the testosterone just like surging through my fucking blood.
Oh, you're juicing again?
Yeah, no, I wish. But it just, I had forgot that feeling. I forgot what it felt like, and it made me feel so good. And now I'm chasing that. I'm like a fucking drug addict. I'm chasing that feeling of like that rush when you hit a fucking massive set of squats. Because again, like I hadn't been lifting consistently over the last 2 to 3 months. So I just estimated like I could probably hit 365 for 1 rep, like if I had to. So to go in and then hit 245 for 15, like when I originally put it on, I was like, I could probably get anywhere from like, 8 to 10, maybe 12 on a good day, and then I crush it for 15. Like, it felt good, and I felt fired up, and I felt, like I said, like you just get that rush. Like if you're listening out there and you've ever hit like a great set of fucking squats, you know the feeling I'm talking about, and it just makes you feel fucking great, and it's addicting. And now all I want to do is just be in the gym every day again. So it's good because I haven't had that. Like I've been looking for excuses to skip the gym, and now I'm looking for excuses to get to the gym. So I don't know. It just felt good, and I sometimes feel like I need to be careful with that though, because a lot of times. Doing especially stuff like that, like I can feel myself get more ornery, to quote Billy Madison. I don't know what it is. Like it's I don't know if I mean it does. Studies have shown that squatting heavy weight consistently does raise your testosterone levels. But it's one of those where like I can feel myself having a shorter fuse sometimes. So it's something I probably should keep a mind on. But it just feels so fucking great, and I miss that feeling, and it's great. Everyone should squat all the time, and just go to the gym.
I should probably fucking go to the gym less. Every time I start lifting, I get in a real bad mood.
Yeah.
Real bad.
Yeah. Well, so that's it. That's gonna do it. That's our Masters preview show. we'll probably release this today. Get it out so people can listen to it before.
Get your bets in on MyBookie.
Yep. Go to mybookie.ag or mybookie.com, whatever. It'll take you to .ag. Sign up. You can sign up using the link in our bio in Instagram or Twitter. Or, like I said before, you can use our promo code SarcasmPod, and that will double your deposit up to $1,000 and get you a $20 free play. So you deposit $100, they give you $100, and also an extra 20. So whatever you do there, make sure you sign up. Or when you deposit, if you already have an account, use our code to deposit, and it gets you that bonus there. You can find us on Instagram at SarcasmSpeaksPod. We're on Twitter at Sarcasm_speaks. The Facebook page is Sarcasm Speaks. Thank you for watching. If you're on YouTube, make sure you click the thumbs up button. If you're watching on a TV, if you hit up on the button, whatever you're watching, I'm assuming it's probably a Roku. If you hit the up button and then the little controls go, you go to the three dots. When you go to the three dots, you hit that, then you'll see the thumbs up button. Because it's a lot harder to click thumbs up when you're watching on YouTube on the TV versus on YouTube on a computer. So give us the thumbs up. The more thumbs up we get, the more viewers will see this. So share it, like it, tell everybody about it, subscribe wherever you're listening to right now. Leave us a review. Again, that engagement is what matters as far as getting more views and things like that. So hopefully it's a cascading effect, and we get more people that watch the show and listen to the show, and then keep spreading, and then eventually we get more sponsors and we can quit our jobs and just get paid to do this, which would be kind of cool. I don't know. We'll see. You can have dreams.
I would say you could pay me to run pools and
get
gambling odds.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll summarize too. Maybe I'll summarize the picks and put it out on Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that.
Sarcasm Speaks, like our watch list.
Yeah. Yeah.
That way we can just curse everybody.
Absolutely. So again, follow us on Sarcasm_speaks on Twitter. So yeah, that's gonna do it for us. Thanks again, everybody. Until next time, enjoy the Masters, everybody. I wish I could play the outro music.
We don't have the money for that.
I'm gonna shit my pants.